That belongs in a museum.
These sort of stages, even though you're not an aggressive deck, can be extremely beneficial. Like keeping that armor count low, making it more awkward for Ness to be able to shield slam off your bigger minions is pretty important, actually. You see the Purify go down.
So you can see why it costs 2 mana. If it's cycled for 1, it'd just be overpowered.
Yeah, it would be crazy ridiculous. We can see him playing it here with no minions to play it on. Honestly, almost detrimental on every minion in his deck to play Purify on, and he still includes it in his deck just because how powerful Cycle is. No way Novice Engineer could be better.
So Slam Trade is extremely good value for Ness, so is Disciple Trade, but he does have to, there is the concern of you're turning on Onyx Bishop and Resurrect anytime you kill that Blade Master.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not nearly as good as killing it against any other class.
Yeah.
Holy Nova. Top digged.
Yeah. That was pretty good. They're able to clean off a lot of the board with Shield. Yeah, that's
like
fine,
this.
right? Your
He wants
opponent's
to
not
slam
going to
minions, right? He wants to bait that brawl.
Yeah, exactly.
Unlucky. The opponent has Excavated Evil.
Yeah. Excavated Evil.
Keeps being good against the priest somehow.
Yeah, the priest is trying to pressure, but has to use Excavated Evil in the earlier stages to be defensive, and then when they're trying to pressure, the Excavated Evil kills all their stuff.
He doesn't want to draw off Slam. He wants to play for Fatigue.
Yeah, he is committed to the Fatigue line, so it is what we're talking about, like the game plan earlier of just, one-shotting your opponent in Fatigue with Cthulhu is the game plan Ness is playing too. It is going to be
saw this. He made a face. This is an important moment in the game where Ness is announcing to Tides of Time.
Yeah, both players adjusting to play for Fatigue now. They've both committed, their early game push and decided enough of that. Ooh, Cthulhu drawn for Tides of Time. It's only
exactly
a 6/6,
what I was talking about earlier. Better for one side than the other.
Yeah, it's only a 6/6 Cthulhu at the moment.
Maybe committing to losing in Fatigue and trying to win before then. I think that makes a lot of sense against Cthulhu Warrior.
Yeah, accepting that you can't win in Fatigue.
Yeah.
Or maybe he's trying to put up enough pressure so that Ness feels like he's forced to play the Cthulhu that's already in his hand, maybe, and then.
Yeah, that's a clear.
I mean, maybe trade in the 3/3, go for the Cthulhu. Yeah, there we go. That's the most pressure you can put out this turn. And
unlucky.
Ooh, that is gonna hurt. That is costly. There goes all of his pressure right out the window. That 6/6 is now gonna just die basically free for Ness, and he's gonna be able to develop anything that he wants this turn. Here's at this point in time that all 3 of Tides of Time's losses are gonna be on Consequences Priest, but he could still pull it out. It's not over yet. It's just.
To be fair, this is just one build of Priest. If you play Dragon Priest, maybe things are different. I was playing some Hentai Priest with the Tentacle of whatever yesterday. I think I managed a 67% win rate at rank not even Legend over a small sample size. So the deck's probably awesome.
Sure, yeah, I mean, we have more Priest in the tournament. Tides of Time is not the only player that brought Priest. We have Chalky and Oskaka both piloting Priest as well, so, maybe they're able to do some work
Maybe they
with
figured
Priest.
it out.
Or maybe all the players holding on
pass.
to...
That's a good turn. Yeah, I didn't play the Twin Amps. Kind of interesting, right?
Yeah, he's just waiting for brawl value, I guess.
Well,
He's saying, if Tides of Time commits another minion, I'm going to have a sick brawl, so then I can just brawl and I don't have to worry about it. He can even play Acolyte and brawl to give the Priest more card draw to win in Fatigue better.
yeah, do you want to, though? That kind of play only makes sense if the Fatigue game is expected to be close. If you feel like you're winning the Fatigue battle easily, then you don't want to give your opponent card draw and increase their chances of killing you before Fatigue.
Okay.
So it's always a delicate balancing act. That's actually one of the things I love about Hearthstone as compared to a game like Magic. I think Fatigue games in Hearthstone are so much more interesting than they are in Magic.
Yeah, Ness really disappointed that Sylvanas is the minion that lived. He really wanted any other minion to live so that he could, use Cthulhu to clear later on, and Sylvanas just does the most damage, right? So,
I'm telling you, man, he's got Shifting Shade for N'Zoth.
Yeah, we could... If he does have N'Zoth, I like Tides of Time's chances right now. The armor count for Ness is nowhere near 100.
Yeah, it feels like every turn he's one card closer to that brand, It's
it's so greedy to wait for the brand, though. You're dying, man.
Now he's drawn cards. That's a lot of damage in Fatigue. But
Okay,
maybe all right. Shield system.
Able to find the removal there. That's the second shield send. He hasn't seen a single execute thus far this game, so he knew all that removal was in there, drawing for it. But getting deeper in his deck's going to make it even harder to win in the Fatigue game plan. And Tides of Time, though, is finally out of minions.
Oh, does he believe? Does he believe there's no Entomb? I guess you just don't. Yeah, you don't want to.
Never play Cthulhu. He's just trying to set up. He's trying to set up a situation where Tides of Time can never add additional cards to his deck by entombing minions, because Ness is just never going to play a minion to entomb. So he's probably counting every single minion in Tides of Time's deck right now, and he's like, I have enough removal for every minion in Tides of Time's deck right now, so I don't actually need to play any minions for the rest of the game until I kill him with Cthulhu.
You missed value, man. If you play the Twin Imps there, you get an extra charge on your King's Defender. By the way, King's Defender, nice adaptation to the No Fiery War Axe meta. I like it. Really good.
Yeah.
Are you my master?
Sometimes you just need an Eaglehorn bow. It's good enough.
It is. It's good enough for Hunter a lot of times. There's 2 in every Hunter deck, right?
There you go.
You know, why wouldn't you be including that in your Warrior deck? So you see Ness with the tech choice there.
That's a pretty low value Circle of Healing.
So, the Execute finally drawn. Saved the Ghoul to use as an Execute activator. Gets the swing in there, not too bad. So another good reason for not playing Doomcolor is if your Doomcolor gets entombed, Tides of Time play to Cthulhu.
Yeah, that's pretty sick.
So, you know, Tides of Time would then be able to play the Doomcolor and get the Cthulhu.
Oh, wow, Gorehouse so good against Priest. They just can't stop it, man.
Yeah, that's insane.
Have we seen a Harrison from Priest ever?
We have not seen the Harrison from Priest yet.
Yeah, I think the Priest had to play against Harrison, but it didn't play with.
Yeah, Shadow or Death to Harrison, but we haven't seen one in Tides of Time's deck yet. And really well played by Ness here. Just holding back on this Twin Emperors, holding back on these Doom Colors in situations that I thought I would have played them. But, you know, he just
counted that value.
Yeah, he counted all of Tides of Time's cards, and he was like, yeah, I have enough weapon charges in my deck to remove every minion he plays, and I think I have enough time to get it done. So I'm just going to play nothing and make sure my opponent is unable to, you know, get value off their Entomb, and I'm able to, you know...
This actually works out badly. Double Excavated Evil is such a clean answer to this. Now we're not getting brand value on any Cthulhu buffs, and we're feeding 2 cards to the 2 Excavated Evils.
The Double Excavated Evil is so good, though. That adds 2 cards to your deck.
Okay, so we don't even care. Oh, there is an Azoth!
Oh, there you go.
With the intention of actually killing the warrior rather than fatiguing him.
If you're able to kill the warrior, then you're able to win, for sure. Yeah, that is...
I mean, both brawls are gone. Azoth does a lot.
If you have to play Double Excavated Evil, there is no way you can win in Fatigue. So yeah, that's why Ness set up this play here to try and make it so he can't win in Fatigue. Tides of Time has to do Double Excavated Evil here. He can't afford to play the Entombs, and now he's got to hope that N'Zoth's able to get the job done by itself. Since
how big is Tides' Cthulhu? We saw a Beckoner from him, right? Is it at 8? So like if he entombed... 8. Yeah, so if he entombed a Twin Emperor, it would not get 2, just 1.
Just 1, yeah. But I mean, the important part about Entomb is adding another card to your deck to help with Fatigue, and it's also just one more thing the warrior has to kill, right? So even any mid-range minion with Entomb is probably good enough.
Tank up pass, good turn from Ness. I like it a lot.
And then here comes the N'Zoth, and he's
Shifting Shades and Sylvanas.
Winces at the sight of the N'Zoth. Yeah. He's gonna need to find that second Excavated Evil. I mean, the first one's good enough, though, right? He's able to...
The first one's probably good enough that he's not going to die.
Yeah.
He has Excavated Evil, a weapon swing, and execute. That's clearing 4 of the 5 minions.
Which would be unhelpful for Tides of Time, because he will die of fatigue in that case. But whatever minion Ness has left, it could be getting that if he has any minions left.
We know it's nothing too good. Tides doesn't know that it's not the Doomcaller. He knows it's not the Cthulhu, because he's seen that from Mind Vision, right? And he's seen the Twin Imps, so he knows there's probably nothing too great off the Shifting Shade. Ness likes the fatigue value. Yeah, sure, he's consistently greedy. I'm fine with it.
Well,
it
this
looks like it works. I don't think he's dying.
This gets punished by Circle of Healing really hard, though. Now he has no extra way to execute the Sylvanas, and the pressure's still going on. I'm not a big fan of that play. I think it was a bit too fancy to get that Acolyte out there, and this could actually really cost him. There's a lot of damage incoming now. Doesn't have great ways to clear it. Tides of Time.
Wow.
Just shield blocks to get the last minion in his deck. Just fully go hard in. Yeah. Oh my god, the second Excavated Evil top deck for Ness. That's going to allow him to stay in the game. That's the best top deck right there.
Yeah, that's absurd.
I like that pressure from Tides of Time, though. Even investing the shield block, right? That's like all that's left for Ness.
Yeah, there's only 6 attack value left on board for Tides, so I think Tides' Acolyte was reasonably safe. It doesn't look like he's close to dying to this.
Okay. Yeah, he's going to be able to stay in there. Well, is he going to be taking too much damage to be able to wait until Cthulhu kills him? Is he going to have to Cthulhu earlier? And
maybe run into Entomb?
Sylvanas gotten off the shifting shade. That is
good.
a bummer. That is real good. The Gorehowl is down to 4 attack. Ness is going to be unable to kill the Sylvanas, so that he's going to have to tune into the Sylvanas. It looks like Tides of Time might have sealed this out.
Really? You think he's a favorite here?
Well, what does Ness do?
Probably, let's see. Yeah, the double entomb's pretty strong. Plays Sylvanas, gets entombed,
and then he gets to play another. It's over, man. The priest was able to out pressure the warrior just enough.
All thanks to N'Zoth.
Yeah, the N'Zoth. Good thing it was there. Good thing it was there. We didn't see it in 2 games, but Zalae was like, I know there's a N'Zoth in there.
I believe.
And it was there, and it's able to clutch this victory for Tides of Time, I think. Wow, that came down to the wire.
I don't feel comfortable calling it. To me, it's still not 100% clear. I just don't quite have the...
What? What is Ness gonna do? There's no tools.
I don't know. I just feel like, to me, it still seems a little bit complicated.
Here.
Man, Entomb's so strong in this position.
Yeah,
It's like incredible.
Yeah, when you're pressuring them. When you're not pressuring them, Entomb sucks, though, because they don't have to do anything. Yeah,
That's not what he's looking for.
Yeah, that's not going to be enough to get it done. Wow.
This is what a 6 series.
How many Sylvanas got played this game?
Let's see. There was
Like
1,
6?
2, 3, 4, 5. I counted at least 5.
Yeah, at least 5. Holy crap.
That's the 6th one, right?
That's the 6th one, yeah. Holy smokes. Yeah, you get it out there, right? You get
Man, what a series. Shake up Hearthstone. Interesting things happening.
Yeah, N'Zoth Priest versus Cthulhu Warrior, both nerfed a little bit, go into extreme fatigue and flip-flops at the very last moment. Warrior controlling the game all game. We were like, Warrior's gonna win, Warrior's doing great. And then suddenly Priest able to just barely clench out the victory, it looks like.
This is sick. This is gonna be a good entomb.
He doesn't need to entomb it. He
gets to keep it, yeah.
yeah, it's his.
Good 16-16.
Not bad.
All right. Dang.
Wow.
That was awesome.
Yeah, that was sick.